Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC and today I'm going to be taking a look at the all-new DJI Flight Simulator. Now you might be thinking, I own a DJI and if I go into my iOS device or my Android device, there's a simulator on there. It shows me the basic controls and that's all I need to get a DJI model flying, and you would be right. So it makes you wonder, well, what is the point of a dedicated DJI flight simulator? And I think it's more for the business end of things. So let's say you own a company and you require operators to go and inspect power lines or gutters, but you don't have anyone trained up to do that sort of job. I think it's more for that. However, at the making of this video, there is a free trial version of it, and I just want to pause myself here because the amount of times I've reviewed these simulators and in 3 years' time somebody comments saying, oh, it's not free anymore, or oh, it looks nothing like that. I would say to you, check the date that the video was posted, because guess what? Things change. But yes, at the making of this video, there is a free trial of it. So if we go and take a look at the specs, you can see we have got different versions. However, if you want to buy it, it's quite difficult. You have to fill in a form, there are no prices, and you have to wait for someone from DJI to get back to you. So this is the free version that we've got, and it's limited to scenarios and aircraft. So we've got the Inspire 1, the Phantom 4 Pro, the Spark, the Mavic Pro, the Mavic Air, and the Mavic 2 Zoom, which is still pretty nice. But you can see we've got this Enterprise version here, and it's got the Mavic 2 Enterprise. We've also got the Matrice 210, the Inspire 2, so more things. And then there's a customized version, so I imagine if you are a top dog company, you can just go to DJI and request whatever you want, and they will make it up for you. Now, it says here, remote controllers support. Mavic Air, kind of. It doesn't really work. You have to do a workaround. But as I say, this is very early, and I'm sure by the time maybe even this video gets out, that's been fixed. Mavic 2 controller coming soon. I believe you can get the Mavic Pro version working as well with a method that I'm going to show you. The Phantom series of transmitters just works. You plug it in, just works. I have that one. That's the one I'm going to be using. The Matrice 600 Pro and the Lightbridge 2. Now, before I go any further, I'm just going to go into the downloads here because you can see there's only an exe file. So if you're a Mac user, you might want to stop watching right now. I'm sure in the future they will have a Mac version. And you might be surprised because up until now, DJI has favoured iOS over Android, but it seems that they are going for a Windows-only version here at the moment. So, the controller issue. The problem with the Mavic Air controller is that it doesn't have a driver digitally signed to it. So if I go into my device manager here, I'm going to turn on the Mavic Air controller and then plug the USB in. So it's just the USB in the side where the phone normally connects. What it will do is it will say sort of like unrecognized device. It will try and install it, but it'll fail. It'll disappear and it'll keep doing that on repeat. And if you've got computer sounds on there as well, it will be very annoying. So apparently there's two ways around that. The first one is to turn off driver signing in Windows. Now I do this because I've got a lot of legacy hardware that requires this, and the way that you do it is you go into your settings here and then you go into update and security, you go into recovery and then advanced startup, restart now. The thing is, it's going to close all of your applications at this point and you're going to get a big blue screen that comes up, and then you will have an option that says troubleshoot. You've got another option, advanced options, and then startup settings, and then restart. Then when your PC restarts, you better get ready with the keyboard. You have to press F7, and then that disables the driver signing. Then you can plug in your Mavic, and you should be able to have it install it. However, I do believe that there is another way. So the game itself, I shouldn't call it a game, it's a simulator. It has a driver on there, and apparently if I install that, we can get past the driver signing. So let's just try that. So finish there. And then if we go into device manager now, yeah, look at that, DJI USB virtual COM port. Whether it's going to recognize that in the simulator is a different question, I guess. So I've got DJI Assistant open here, but I haven't logged in. So apparently it should show in here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the simulator, which comes up first of all as a launcher. You have to have a DJI account, which I already have. And by the way, this is how you activate it to get the full version. But when you click on it, it just gives you this form here, and you have to fill it in, and then someone from DJI gets back to you or something. So I can only try out this trial version, which does actually seem pretty good anyways. But let's get back to the launcher. Now, it's very buggy at the making of this video. We've got some options up here before we go into the game. So if I go into settings, you can see I'm a mode 1 fly, so I've set it to mode 1. And then we have got full screen, 1080p or 720p. I've got it on best, but all of these settings don't really save each time. And there's some music that plays as well, and even though I've turned that off, that kind of plays when I press start. So let's have a go at it. I'm going to press start. DJI. So we've got some noise there, and then the keyboard is WASD. If you're not familiar with that, there's no mouse settings, but I'm going to go into the settings and quickly turn off the background music. Can you see background music 0? But when you first log into it, it's there. So here are our settings: English, image quality, best, full screen, and then yeah, no mouse option. So it's backspace to go back. You'd think they'd have some mouse options there. You can use the mouse, but in very limited capacity there. So if I go into settings here, we've got remote controller and keyboard settings. So you can see light bridge, Mavic 2 controller, Mavic Air. But the thing is, I don't think that it shows the moving. What it does instead is it just shows you what each button does for each one. So let's go onto the keyboard. So some keyboard settings there, but it's not got all of them at all. It doesn't tell you that it's WASD. So you can actually use this and fly without using any controller whatsoever. I also believe Xbox controllers work. I've seen people using Xbox controllers. I don't have an Xbox controller, so I can't confirm that. But it might be worth checking that out. You can't calibrate anything through here whatsoever, but yes. So let's go back there and control stick settings. So can you see it says mode 2, even though I had it as mode 1 on the splash screen. The thing is beeping there. Yeah, so actually you can control it with the controller. And guess what? The Mavic controller is working. That is me moving the Mavic controller. So yeah, you don't need to do the driver signing anymore. Just that USB driver in there, which is really nice. But I want to go mode 1, please. So I'm going to do that and then go back. And then I'm going to go back again. So back again. That was all of the settings there, and this is everything that we've got. So we've got 2 options. We've got free flight and entertainment. And so in entertainment, there's a couple of things like you can go through a race course, there are hoops to go through, and then free flight, we only have 2 options. We've got 2 options, but we have got all of these different aircraft we can select. So we've got the Phantom 4, we've got the Inspire 1, as I say, no Inspire 2, we've got the Spork, and then we have got the Mavic Air. But of course everybody is gonna go to the daddy, aren't they, which is the Inspire. So I'm gonna press enter on here, and then you can see we've got the city flight, or we've got the island flight. and I like the looks of this one. So we've got different takeoff points here, so let's go for this one. I'm actually just going to stick with the Mavic controller, I think. It's the Mavic Air controller though, so I don't know what's going to happen with the gimbal. Wow, this is a pretty game, isn't it? So let's just see. We've compressed C and changed the camera options, and you should be able to see my sticks move there. So it's arm and disarm like that, or it should be. Disarm, please. No, do I have to take off and then land before it'll disarm? I just wanted to show you the keyboard controls. Right, so I have a problem with my keyboard, so it's WASD to change the controls, which is, you know, your usual PC gaming. However, it is the up and down keyboard pads on the other side there. So can you see up, down, left, right, and then WASD on this side. The problem is, to arm it, it would be down in the corner like that, and this keyboard only accepts 3 inputs, so I can't actually arm it. I found a way around it though. If I use the number pad, so turn numlock on and then press down, I can use the keypad. So this isn't using a controller whatsoever, and look at that, you can fly around, and I believe you can adjust the gimbal as well. That is R and F, but why would I do that when I've got a controller? So let's have a fly about. So the first thing I thought was, well, can you touch any of this on the screen like you can with an actual DJI product? And the answer is, not really. So I'm clicking return to home, nothing is happening. I'm clicking the play button, nothing happens. And I'm clicking the options up here, nothing happens. However, I think what I can do is go into the settings here. I can't change any camera settings, but I can take the grid off, which is good because that's annoying. So how do I get out of there? So click on there. The record button doesn't work, but I think the record button works on here, and apparently that saves to somewhere, but I think maybe that's in a different version because I couldn't find the video. It's saved anyway. It doesn't matter because I'm screen recording anyways. But yeah, we have this view, and let's check out the other views. So I think, do I have to stop the recording to check out the other views? I think, has the thing locked up here? I'm not getting anything whatsoever. Oh, there we go. It's come back. Locked up for a second there. Can I change my camera view? Yeah, so we have the full view here, and we've got the map as well, but still can't click anything on here. By the way, if you've got the Mavic Zoom, then you have to use the mouse to zoom in. Nothing on the gimbal zooms in, but that might be the case with the actual Mavic Zoom. And then we have got the outside shots. Check that out. That is pretty, isn't it? So let's try again, and then actually got line of sight. So let's bring it down here, back to where I am. But gets the arms coming down. Did you see that as it gets lower? And then those lift up. We've changed the camera view. Look at that. Arms lift up. And then down. And then they should lift down. That is pretty cool. But there is a secret in this game. You might not have seen it in the controls, but you see this dude here? What you can actually do is put the controller down. If we go back to this one, if I press J, guess what? Puts the controller in his pocket. We only have GTA mode now. This guy can just bugger off. Check it out. And we've got space, we can jump. Grand Theft Drone. So we can move about the place. That's pretty funny. I did not expect that at all. And so we could jump up these rocks here. Let's go on a little bit of a mission. Let's see how far I can get. Hopefully my drone's still there because, you know, Inspire's using this light bridge, isn't it? I should go forever. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, can I get up these rocks? Or is it not going to let me? Yeah, if I use the jump option. Oh, I found a road. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, I'm going to lose line of sight of my copter here. I wonder how far one can actually get doing this. Jump, 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 jump. I want to get on top of this hill thing here. I wonder if this affects the return to home. What have we got down there? Just more stuff. Right, so if I turn us around, oh, pretty, look at that. If I press J, he gets his controller back out from his pocket. It's got a really big pocket. But where are we? Okay, let's get some height on. See, you can't really get this view, can you? I think I'm over here somewhere. There's that road, isn't it? Change views. Oh no. Does it so does he look in that direction? Home is that way. Yeah, so it's registered the home point, but that's not where I am. So that's line of sight there, isn't it? So where are you? Must have, oh, there we go. Coming towards us now. Very dodgily. There it is. Mind the trees. So if I change the camera, should be able to look down at myself. I'm hiding down here. There he is, look. Okay, let's get some height on. And let's go look at some stuff. I wonder how far you can go. So I can change the modes, I think, as well. The thing is, I can't remember where the modes are on this Mavic Air controller. I think, where's sport mode? There we go, sport mode. Does it change the modes? Where does it tell me? When I was using the Phantom 4 controller, it was changing the modes. What happens if I change controller, sort of mid-flight? I'm going to disconnect it, and then turn it off. Let's turn on the Phantom 4 controller and plug this in. Now what's happening? Yeah, that still seems to be working. Brilliant. And then I got my gimbal. But what about flight modes there? Because I'm in ATI mode there at the moment. Yeah, look at the top. ATI, position, and then have we got sport? Yeah, it's drifting there. Sport. It's not doing sport mode. Maybe the Inspire doesn't have a sport mode. I definitely seen it working. Right, let's change camera view. Let's have a look. By the way, I did find a bug with this, and it's not showing itself here, which is typical. It was only in certain scenarios. There was a bit of text at the bottom that I couldn't get rid of that said something about, oh, to take a picture such and such, right? If you press U, what that does is it takes all of the on-screen display off, and it doesn't come back unless you change views. So if we go to there, right, and press U, if I press U again, it doesn't come back. Oh, press J, and he's put it in his pocket. I have to press J again. There you go. Yeah, so it doesn't come back. Maybe I'm missing a key command there. Look at this bridge. It's very, very pretty. The Inspire's too slow. I need something faster to get about faster. There's really no sport mode. So I'm position hold, really, don't I? Alrighty, well, it looks like we've got some random volcanoes occurring here. I'm going to try and do my pirouette. Unfortunately, it looks as if none of the sort of follow me or smart options, like the automatic autonomous options, are working. Oh, video breakup! Video breakup! That's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, can you see it's done that thing again? I've got a thing there, photo taking in FPV and live feed modes, taps the shutter button. And if I change view, that's still there, and the only way to get rid of it is to press U. That gets rid of everything. And change back the camera position. Now it's gone. Little bug there, DJI. Send a check in the mail. Make it out to Andy RC. Let's go through this whole. See if the video cuts out. Oh, video is fine there. What if we turn that way? Like antenna specific. Let's try go out a little bit further. Well, I was hoping to get it to return home or something, but it's maybe it just doesn't do that. Maybe it doesn't. Oh, weak signal. The graphics on this are pretty intense. Let's dip it in the water. Wow, look at that. Some diver's gonna get a gem there. It just resets. And then we have silence. This is really good, you know. It's got loads of potential. It really has. By the way, if you are looking at this copter and you're seeing the battery level deplete, you might think, what happens when it runs out and how do you recharge it? Well, it actually does run out, but if you come into this person mode here by pressing J, and if you go up to the copter close enough, you can see change battery, press F, like that, and then if we go back into this mode here, you can see we have a fully charged battery. Wonderful. I want to go for the Mavic Zoom. You can use the controller to spin all around it as well if you like. I'm going to select that one. Actually, we've done that one. Let's go to the city. We've got lots of different takeoff points there. That one looks interesting. I want to see how the zoom function works. Alrighty, so looks like it's starting off line of sight, so let's change camera positions here. And let's take off. So I'm in position hold, but now do I have sport mode because it's a different model? I do have sport mode, look at that. Change camera position. Oh, pretty. I've also got an option down the side now to change the zoom, I think, but it's grayed out. Oh no, there we go. So you have to use the mouse, plus and the minus, and then we can use the zoom. How about that? So it's actually really good if you're wondering, oh, how does the zoom work? I'm going to stay in sport mode as well. I need to get rid of these grids though. It is annoying. Grid off. And then setting back. So we got like a city here. Oh, return to home. Let's have it return to home. Confirm C2. It's going to return home. Hopefully not hit any of the buildings. And it returns home just normally. Here it comes. Okay, I think to cancel return home, I just hold the button again, I think. Let's try that again. Hold down. It's not cancelling it. What about pressing? Oh. enter. Yeah, there you go. You can cancel it. But it's no longer returning to home, so what's this beeping for? Confirm. Oh, I don't know what it's doing. Yeah, did you see that option there? If I press C2 on the back, I've got some options here, and then the mouse is working. And I can change some things. Difficulty, control, not sure what that's doing. Anyways, let's go back to camera view. Trying to do one of those perspective shots. So how would one do that? So I think it's going to be tricky to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. But it's where the camera zooms in, and at the same speed, I think the copter moves back, or something like that. So now if I zoom in, but then slowly move the copter back, I can't quite get it right. That's what I was trying to do. I think it's called a Hitchcock shot. You guys will tell me in the comments. But I don't think the controls on the copter are, you know, smooth enough to do it. So zoom and then zoom. No, not quite. And there you go. You sort of get like a weird perspective, but I'm not doing it any justice there. Right. Anyways, how high can you go? The answer is 500 meters. Naughty, naughty, but actually you can do that with current DJI models. Let's take a look around. This is a big place. How far can you go? Oh, it looks like this scenario's got a geofence. Oh man, I just smacked into it. And then the other side, oh, it's got a fence as well. So just 400 meters away. Do you know what? This one's boring compared to the island one. Just a bunch of buildings, floating, random, ghost quadcopters. There are cars over there, but they don't reach the area that you can get in. There are people, but those also don't reach the area that you can get in. I prefer the island one, even though this one is very pretty. Right, let's try some of the entertainment ones. So, first of all, let's stick with the Mavic Zoom. And then, what options have we got? We've got racing, and then we've got this tunnel run thing. Let's give that a go.
3, 2.
Alrighty,
1.
let's have a go at this one. So I'm going to arm the motors. Looks like we're on some sort of bridge. And we've got to get through these hoops here. Wonder if I can actually fly outside of the bridge. See what happens. Can we cheat? Oh no, it looks like I'm losing points here. Can I actually change the camera angle? It looks like I can. Oh, but we're just stuck at those two there. Probably this one is the best for going through the hoops. Wonder what happens. Can we crash into the water? Full pelt! Mission failed. It absolutely was. Oh, I pressed the record button to restart. So let's try and do this properly. So if I just arm it here. So do you go through the hoops, or do you just like kind of collect them? So I didn't go through it there. Oh! What? It let me go through the first one, but then I hit the second one? What? Alright, let's take this seriously now. I'm gonna arm the motors and I'm gonna try and go full pelt. It does look like the hoops are in different places every time, so it's not like you can learn the course. So each time we go through one of these, it's going up in points. Can you see +4, +4, and then there's a thing at the top that's sort of counting them up as well, and that looks like it's got an end point there. It's also saying combo. I guess that's for each time I go through one and don't miss it. Man, this is harder than you think because the height is limited on the Mavic, just like the real one. I'm not sure what this green one is with the plus, but there you go. Oh man, look, there's loads of them. And there's even more. There's a door. Please let that be the end. Oh no, it's opened. And we're carrying on. So yeah, oh wow, that's just 1 star. Okay, so I got to get 3 stars. Oh, I nearly hit that one. Yeah, it's getting more difficult as it goes along. I wonder if it's just like Flappy Bird and it just like never ends and just gets more complicated. This one's moving. What am I gonna do? This one's also moving. Oh, they're not all going to be moving from now on. No, they're just in really tricky places. This one's moving as well. Oh, that was so close. And then we've got another green one here. And then is this the end? So we got more of these things. Oh, I really need to slow down for these. I'm trying to go full pelt. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, that one's extra long. And then another door. Oh no, look at this. This is just to get 2 stars, I think. I wonder what happens if you miss one of them. I saw like a minus thing there. Oh, these are really close together. They're 58 combo. Really would like to do this without missing one. Oh, we got another moving one in the background there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, there you go. I missed it. You see it said -5 there, so it takes a point off. So basically you just have to keep going until, oh, nearly hit that one. Yeah, until you get these 3 stars, I guess, and then miss that at the end. What is happening here? Oh, that's impossible. I mean, what if I hit it? Okay, oh, I've seen a gap. I've seen a gap. Right, so you can sort of wait and then hold your throttle and sort of get through them. Oh, just about, man. This is not easy. I'm gonna wait for the hole. There we go, just about. I said I was gonna go through full pelt. What are we, 360? Oh, more moving ones. Just about got it. And then, oh, one's to the side. Another moving one. Oh, come on, man. This is gonna take forever. Then what happens? Oh. What happens when you get to 400? They're moving to the side now. Yeah, this is Flappy Bird for Mavics and DJIs. Yeah, and it seems like these are moving slow, and then some are moving slow, some are moving fast. And then is this like another green one? Does that just like signify the end of this tunnel? Oh no, they're all moving sideways in a group. Oh, but I can spot a hole. I just need to wait. Go through. Go, 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 go. Yes. And then another one. Oh, there's 3 of these. Oh man. And then the one at the end, the longest. Spotted the gap. Okay. I need to concentrate because this one's. Oh no, I missed them all. I lost loads of points, but I'm still over 400. So. What does that mean? I'm over 400 now. I got the 3 stars. It's done. So yeah, I think it is just like one of those endless games where you can just keep going. I'm not sure I want to. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at these. We got moving hoops now. I'm just no. I think I'm done. Like, go and try and keep going, but. I don't see what this is gonna give me anymore because I got my 3 stars. I think it's just practice and it just gets to the point where it's, too difficult to do anything. Oh, well, yeah, look at this. I'm not gonna do this. We've now got sort of like circle things. What? How did I make that? There's no way I'm gonna make all of these. Impossible. This is the longest one and yeah, it's just not possible. Oh, well, I missed them all. What's that it's come down to? There's like a blue thing that it's coming down to. Yeah, too difficult for me, I think. I think I'm gonna leave it here. I end up crashing anyways. Missed that one. What's this red thing that goes down? I think it's like a timer, so you run out of time. Oh, I crashed anyways. Yeah, I think I'm done on that one, guys. That's the best I can do. Well, I think that's quite enough of that. I think it is just a Flappy Bird style situation. So let's change to the let's go to the Mavic Air And then let's do some racing. Starting off with the first one.
3,
Well,
2,
this should be
1.
much more familiar to my lot and myself as well, because we have got some racing hoops. And it looks like we can change the camera as well, but I think this is going to be the best way to get through it. Now, just like the tunnel and the Mavic Zoom, the height is limited again. So when you come down on the throttle, which isn't really throttle with DJI, it's height, then it comes down slowly, so it's the changes in gradient that's actually quite tricky with this, whilst holding in full forward. And I think I'm actually supposed to follow these arrows here, maybe to get the 3 stars, I don't know. But let's see how I go. Yeah, really tricky. And, you know, it doesn't fly like a race copter, because it's sort of jittering about, you know, as we've got the altitude hold and we've got the self-leveling. But, yeah, I'm managing this better than the tunnel one. It's easier. And I think that's the time limit that's coming down there at the top, so I guess I gotta finish it before that, which I have done. I've nailed it. 3 stars. Oh yes, I am the best. So what next?
3,
now oh okay
2,
so
1.
there is another one, and then I guess it progresses and gets more difficult. So let's arm it and then go for full forward. Now I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be the gradient that changes more, and yeah, so I've got up throttle in here, or height, and yeah, I'm really having to modulate that. It's quite tricky, and I can see we've got a turnaround here, but also a change in height. Yeah, this is tricky, but I guess it's kind of teaching you that, you know, you can't just push full forward in on these DJIs. You do have to adjust for height, although I think, is it the air that has got the terrain follow? I wouldn't trust that myself. So yeah, this is good for practicing with that, but I feel a bit more comfortable doing this for sure. Oh, this one's tricky though. Full up, I'm gonna have to pitch back, otherwise I'm gonna hit the deck. Oh yeah, that's a tricky one. And let's have a look how we're doing for time here. No problems. So we've got the square going through there, and then yeah, I'm having to really come down on the throttle and the pitch, otherwise I'm just gonna hit the top of there. So that was 9 of 14 there. Yeah, these graphics are just superb, I think, and you can lower them if your computer can't deal with it. I do think they recommend the GTX 1070, do they? 1060, sorry, yeah, 1060. You're going to need a fast PC to run this, I think. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, very tight, and a changing gradient as well, but we are nearing the end there. Oh, I'm only just going to make this. Look at that. Very close. Yes! Do I get my 3 stars? Thank you very much. I deserve them, I think.
2,
Oh
1.
no, look at this one. We got a big hill. Alright, well, I'm going to give it a go anyways, and yeah, so we've got 3 minutes to do this one, and I think I'm going to wrap the video up here. Yeah, so what do you guys think of this? You know, I would say to anyone, you know, especially at the making of this video, go and try it. It's free. You know, it does take up quite a bit of space. Oh, I've got a big gradient here. But yeah, I think it's a good thing, you know, and, you know, possibly for the future. Oh, does this one? Yeah, it tails off there. That one is tricky. Oh, and this big bank is tricky as well. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I would have liked to see more things, you know, have it more realistic, like you tap the screen and you get all of your options, and I couldn't find anywhere where it recorded the videos. You know, I pressed the play button and it wasn't there. Oh, this bit's tricky here. Yeah, and some autonomous options, you know, such as Circle Me and a tripod and all of that. That would be nice to have. I mean, there's the return to home, but there's also the object avoidance that's been left out. I know this is a very early thing, and I imagine they're going to add all of this. Well, I would hope so, because you want it to be as realistic as possible, really, wouldn't you? And you know what? The weather is awful here at the moment, and I'm able to fly my DJI model and, you know, get a perspective that I can't usually get as well, so that's pretty nice. I'm not too sure on the sounds either. They are a little bit confusing. I think it's just a loop, you know, so that can catch you out. Try not to pay too much attention to that. And there is the finish line, so I'll leave it there. I'll put a link in the description if you wish to get one, and I'll link to all of my DJI models that I have as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers! 3 stars!